గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
డౌన్లోడ్ ఆహా నౌ.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్, $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్ట్లు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం బడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ. Watch it live only on TvAsiaTelugu. మీ అందరికీ థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ శుభాకాంక్షలు.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
డౌన్లోడ్ ఆహా నౌ.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి.
Hello and welcome back to yet another fabulous episode of our talk show with experts. Manatho mana immigration expert Rahul Reddy garu. Rahul garu, thank you so much for being on the show today, Andy.
Thank you for inviting, Andy.
Rahul garu, to you and all the fathers around the world, happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much.
Sure, Andy. And to all of those watching, happy Father's Day to you all as well. I hope you spoke to all of your loved ones and spent the day with your children and had a grand time. Thank you, Andy. This program has been supported by movers.com and AHA OTT platform. Please call us. Our number is 1-833-882-8872. The number again is 1-833-882-8872. Watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World BBTV, and Dish Network. All right. Now, coming to the topic for today. It seems to be the topic for the season, which is, layoffs and recessions. It seems like a crazy world out there. But Rahul Garu, we want to talk a little bit today about how we can navigate these layoffs and recessions. In short, like a survival guide for the H1B visa holders especially, and to an extent, even those who are on EADs as well, adjustment of status EADs. How are they going to navigate this? What are some of the do's and don'ts? What are some of the things to look out for? Can you give us some, information on that?
Especially, I'm going to address more H1Bs and I'm going to address the EADs afterwards. Nitya Garu.
Sure.
H1B people, when they get laid off, if they have a H4 option, though, take it. If you have H4 EAD option, take it. Hands down, take it. Now there are other options like compelling circumstances EAD, B2 options, F1 option. These are the three main things. Now I'm just telling, if H4 option is there, please take it. That's the best option. Even if the EAD option is not there, that's the best option. Easy option, best option. You can file it online, I-539 for H4 application. So you don't spend a lot of time. Within 60-day period, you need to file. Everybody knows a 60-day period. Nowadays, USCIS is counting on the last day you receive the paycheck. If the paycheck is received on April 20th, it's not April 20th, it's until what time? If we got paid until April 10th, then it counts from April 10th, okay? Please take a note of that. So you may get a paycheck 10 days later on, but if it's only April 10th, but you got on April 20th, so April 10th is a count for the 60 days though.
Got it.
So you can file the H4. The good thing about the B2 visa recently is that normally when people move to B2 visa, especially if they don't have the H4 options, the B2 visas, previously when we apply for the B2 is pending, they get a job opportunity. When we filed the change of status B2 to H1, the USCIS didn't used to approve the change of status. They used to say that B2 is not approved. So since your status is not approved, we are not going to approve your H1B. So we're going to send it to India for you to get the change of status. Now, the USCIS has reversed its policy. When you apply the premium processing, the change of status from B2 to H1B, they're going to approve the H1B with the I-94. And they will do the same thing with the H4 application also. If the H4 application is pending and then you want to transfer from H4 to H1, they are approving the H1B with the I-94. We have tried it. We have been successful. Many of the other people have tried it. Many of the other people have been successful. Absolutely not a problem. F1, if you think so that you're going to stay here for a long period of time, that probably F1 may be an option because 6 months period is only allowed in B2. If you want to stay for long and maybe you want to study, F1 is definitely an option for you too. You can apply F1 very similar to B2 or H4. You can apply all these things online. Now, compelling circumstances, we used to recommend people this one, compelling circumstances EAD. Nitya Garu. Now, recently USCIS has published a notification about compelling circumstances EAD. When you lose the job within 60-day period, you can still file for an EAD application. It's very good. It's very good. Now, the USCIS is a bit lenient on approving the compelling circumstances EAD, no doubt about it. But compelling circumstances says EAD is only 1 year. It's not for 2 years. It's only for 1 year. And it takes approximately 8 to 9 months for us to get the compelling circumstances EAD.
Okay.
And the other part is that when you want to extend the compelling circumstances EAD, it becomes very tough to extend. Excuse me. When it becomes very tough to extend it, extend it, and then there will be a gap period between the employment because your EAD won't be approved on proper time. There's no premium processing. That's a minus point. The biggest minus point of the compelling circumstances EAD is that when you want to change from compelling circumstances EAD to H1B, you have to go to India to get the stamping.
Interesting. Okay.
So, but for you to go for H4 to H1 back again, you don't have to go to India. You can convert it. Same thing with B2, same thing with F1. But when it's compelling circumstances, no way you can change the status. You have to go to India to get the change of status from compelling circumstances EAD. So that is the most minus point that I can think about for the compelling circumstances EAD. Now, please make a move within 60 days. Don't delay it. Oh, I'm going to get a job. They're going to do it. File it. Okay. At 55th day, put a deadline, at least file a B2 or H4, okay, if you're eligible for it. Because F1 requires an I-20, compelling circumstances. Normally, you have to go through a lawyer, but B2 option is there. Can you do B2 and compelling circumstances EAD? No. Can you do F1 and B2? No. So it's only one option that you have to do it, and do it within 60 days. Don't delay it. Now, you asked another question, Nitya Garu, with regards to the EAD people, adjustment of status people, though.
Yes.
It's a little bit tricky situation. They don't have a 60-day grace period, though. Now, they may be an H1B. They want to save an H1B. I am more concerned on saving the green card application than H1B. So they do have options. If the employment is lost, self-employment is there. What if I'm a lawyer? I lose the job. Can I self-employ myself? Oh, yeah. I can self-employ myself. I'm a lawyer, remember? So I can make an online website, Rahul Reddy Inc., whatever, rahulreddy.com, and then I start doing the employment. The same thing, computer software professionals also can be self-employed too. That option is there. Your wife can employ you, your spouse can employ you. That option is there too. You can have a job offer from a different company. But the question here is that there should not be an employment offer gap for these employees. Because if there is an employment offer gap, there is a possibility that their 485 will be denied. So I would sacrifice the H1B and move on to the EAD. And you can always come back to H1B later on if you want to. You just have to go outside the country to get the preserve the adjustment of status, use the EAD to fullest extent, employ self-employed so that your green card is not interrupted. I normally recommend people under these circumstances to consult a lawyer. There are some risks associated with all these self-employment, wife employment, job offer but not doing the job. There are some risks associated, but they should be taking the risk because there's no option. Right. You either are going to die, let your 485 go, or take a risk. You should take a risk there.
Right. That makes sense.
So, and I want to remind people of if you have jobs right now, don't try to go for high paying. Sometimes it may be a little bit more dangerous for you. Look into what is going to be more stable for you, because in the economy where the recession is going to come, more stable jobs are much better. These consulting jobs with high paying jobs sometimes are very risky. So if you're contemplating on moving into those kind of high risk game things, though, just hold on for a time though. Okay. Wait until the economy recovers and then you can start doing that at that time.
All right. Now I've got just a couple of quick follow-up questions, Andy. So if you're on H1B, there should be no lapse in employment, kada? Is that right?
No, you have 60 days allowed.
60 days allowed. And if you're on EAD, how many days do you have?
There is no guidelines on it. It depends on the officer. So I would
as less as possible then.
That's right. A week or so would be ideal. Not more than that.
Got it. Awesome, Mandy. Anything else you'd like to add to this, sir, at this point?
No, ma'am. We can go to questions.
All right. Let's start taking our callers, Andy. Let's take our first caller for the day. Okay, caller with number ending in 7009. 7009. We're ready for you now. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Thank you for calling. Please go ahead, sir.
Hey, this is a request for you guys, especially for TvAsiA. Earlier, you guys read the live chat questions, like, every two, after taking two live questions, then you will go for the live chat questions. But nowadays, you are not doing that one. Got a lot of people are waiting for that one.
Yeah, we'll take that consideration. We'll pass it on to TvAsiA.
Yeah.
Thank you for advising.
Yep. So the one more question for me, I am thinking to move within the company, same company, but in a different location. So I am in EAD, GCEAD. So my wage in this location is very low compared to the new location. Will that screw up my green card process going forward?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. You're good. You will not have any problem. If you're moving from one place to another place, if there is a slight, when I say slight salary change, I'm speaking about 50 to 60% salary change, higher or lower, okay? And you have a change location, absolutely not a problem. You don't have to inform the USCIS, you don't have to do anything. That's a law of being on the EAD. That's the reason why EAD is much more flexible than H1B. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. So one more question for you, Rahul Garu. Can you please explain the audience about the EB3 lawsuit you guys are going to do? I heard there is one in one of your show in Tuesday, I believe.
Right.
Can you explain that one to the audience?
Yes, I will. See, when the USCIS has published the notification that the priority date is current though, okay? What we are arguing is that if it's current at one point of time, it has to be current at all points of time though. You can't take it back. That's the argument we're making in the court right now. The basis for this argument is that this law has been passed somewhere in 1960-65. They haven't modified the law from that point of time to right now. Now, of course, they recently have done some modifications, but the law says that once the priority date is current, it's current at all times. And they should give the green cards if the visa numbers are available. Now, that's what they are telling is that, hey, visa numbers are not available for Indian nationals. That's not what it said in the law. They said visa numbers are not available. If the visa numbers are available, look, they're giving the green cards to the others. Why not to Indians? So our lawsuit is saying that once your priority date is current, they should give the green card because they are stopping the Indians that are giving the green card to others. They should give the green cards. That's the basis for the arguments. It's we're partnering with Brad Benias. He's been a very good litigation lawyer. He worked with the government before he is partnering with us. So if anybody whose priority date is current at any point of time, final action date is current, and if it has gone back, if it's pending, you can contact Steven, STEVEN, at rnlawgroup.com, or you can send an email to info@rnlawgroup.com. We are charging very reasonable amount to file this lawsuit, but I'm not going to tell the chances of success and losing in this case. I would have you directly speak with Stephen Brown. He is conducting Zoom calls very frequently to address that issue. Okay. Hello, are you there?
Yeah.
Any other
Thank you.
questions, sir?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you for considering my
sir.
request.
Thank you for your, yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for calling, sir. Have a nice day. Rahul,
Yeah,
go ahead.
one of the reason why TVASIA people are they're more promoting live interaction is that not many of the attorney charts have live chat interactions where I can ask more questions, can I transfer to B2 application? Well, do you have the H4 option? So I don't have that option to ask that question when we read out the live chats though. That's the reason TVASIA people want me to interact more with the people. A lot of other TV shows don't have that option, and we do have that option. They want me to interact more, but I will still take that recommendation to the TVASIA people. Thank you very much for your advice.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And while before we take our next caller, let's take a question quickly. This is from Rajesh. It says, if we find an employer who can sponsor an H1B after we receive an EAD under compelling circumstances, will that H1 be considered as a new H1B and filed under lottery? Interesting.
No. In the next 90 years, you don't need to be counted in the lottery. You are already being counted in the lottery. Since you got the compelling circumstances EAD approved, that means that you already have an I-140. In the next 90 years, you will not go through the lottery. Why not 91 years? I don't expect myself to be living so that you will come and ask me the question, hey, Rahul, what about that? I won't be there, don't worry.
Yes.
And most probably you won't be there too.
I don't think so, sir. Oh. It'll be a miracle of times. All right, let's take our next caller. Okay. All right, caller with number ending in 9408. 9408, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 9408. We're ready for you now. Hello? All right, let's take another caller, Andy. We'll come back to this caller. All right, caller with number ending in 5541. 5541, we ready for you now? Hello? Caller with number ending in 5541, we ready for you now? Hello? Looks like we have some trouble. Okay, let's try another one. Caller with number ending in 5022. 5022, we ready for you now? Hello?
Hello, can you hear
Hello,
me?
sir? Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead, sir.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Rahul. Hey, Nitya. So I have a question for you. So I am on E3 Australian. My spouse is on H1B with I-140 approved. Now, I'm thinking like my spouse to move into E3 EAD. Considering non-dual intent of E3, how safe is it for my spouse to move into E3 EAD and then back to H1? What are the complications that would arise if we do that?
Yeah, you can file for the E3 dependent and try your luck. I haven't tried it though. We have had situations where people had I-140 approval, they moved into B2, they moved into F1s, they moved into other visas, O dependent, and I don't, at the most, maybe they'll deny it. So what you can do is file the E3 dependent and see if it's going to work. But most probably it will work. Now, coming back to H1B is never a problem. Never a problem. One of the issue that I may have is if she wants to travel outside the country and want to come back though, that sometimes will make an issue though, because she has to get the visa stamping, or when she's entering into the country, they may give a problem to her saying that I-140. But if she's staying within United States, I don't see any problem.
Okay, thank you. That's all for me.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Before we take our next caller, I have another question. Rahul Garu, this is from Ankit Kumar. He says, while waiting for GC after receiving an EAD through I-485, can I be self-employed as a valid option and maintain the status inactive?
Technically, the answer is yes, though. I would prefer the persons to not be self-employed rather than be employed with some different company. But if they're cornered and there's no other employment immediately available to them, self-employment is better. There may be a test. The USCIS may test whether or not he's really self-employed or is he telling it. So that's the reason I tell people to consult a lawyer. But as such, self-employment is allowed. In the USCIS memo, it's clearly mentioned that self-employment is allowed.
Okay. You just need to be able to prove that you are actually
self-employed. And the self-employment must be in the similar profession, though. It can't be in a different profession.
Got it. Thank you, sir. All right, let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 5541. 5541, we ready for you now? Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Thank you for calling. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Hi, Rahul Garu. So I have a question. So basically, I went for Mexico for 10 days of revalidation. My perm is applied in last year, 15th, 2022. And my current visa is in July 22nd, 2023. And I have a max out at September 8th, 2023. So to recapture that 1 week of that one, I to Mexico. And I have some question here is like I was in a loss of pay from June 1st to June 15th. So when applying for extension, I'm like,
what was the reason for loss of pay?
I'm like, I was also in a paternity leave, and my company got confused whether I'm in a loss of pay.
Any time period you are in USA, whether or not you are getting paid or whether you're not getting paid, whether there's a confusion or not, you are considered to be on H1B, period. No exceptions to that.
I did not understand. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Any time period you
missed the
spent in USA will be considered towards the 6 years of H1B.
Okay, got it. So I was out of USA from June 5th to June.
That we
16th.
know it. That we know that. I'm speaking about the leave period of time that you're speaking about.
Okay, got it. So like while applying extension, can I use till May 31st pay stub while applying for extension?
Okay. You're speaking about the pay. Yeah, you can. That's fine. You can use that.
Yeah, while applying for extension, we need to have that pay slip valid for,
Yeah,
2
but
months
if
is the
you
time
use
period,
that,
right?
yeah, but if you use that May 31st, they're not going to ask any questions.
Okay, May 31st and May 15th, I will be using that one. Thank you very much. And one more thing I just wanted to know. Current trend is going on, like all the August firms of 2022 is getting approved. So what is your suggestion? You want me to wait till June end or July first week before applying for extension? Because I have time till July.
When is your H1B expiring?
Expiring in July 22nd, 2023, this next month.
You can wait for about
July
2 weeks
20.
before. Yeah, you can wait about July first week. You can file the H1B extension. You don't have to file it right now. You can wait until July first week.
Right. Okay, July first week, right? And most probably I'll be getting a receipt notice within 2 to 3 weeks, right? Because I need to apply for H4 extension as well.
Why can't you apply it together though?
Together, actually, my company is trying to apply for myself, and I need to wait for that receipt notice to apply by myself for H4 extension. That is the clause here.
Okay. Yeah, then I would recommend that you apply right now then. Because sometimes it takes 3 weeks to get a receipt notice.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your service. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Okay. Before we take our next caller, Rahul Garu, I just wanted to quickly touch base on this huge scam that's going on with the multiple filings of H1Bs. Now, we know that USCIS has tweeted that they're going to prosecute the employers. So can you just quickly tell us what does this mean for these employers as well as the employees of those companies?
They didn't say employers, Nitya Garu, but you rightfully pointed out most probably they're going to prosecute the employers though.
Okay.
I don't think so they're going to prosecute the employees. They have, in the past 4 years, they have identified approximately, let me check exactly, that's about 200 to 500, approximately 600 to 700,000 duplicate applications. They have identified it, and they know who are all the employers, who are all the employees that they have filed. Even though in the TvAsia show, we have several times told the people not to do multiple applications, while a lot of other lawyers were telling, go ahead, do the multiple applications. It's legal. TvAsia has been sticking very strictly that we go by the rules. And we don't go into temporary gain. What is going to happen to the employers is that they are going to prosecute these employers. These employers typically have an habit. Once they start prosecuting, they start getting hints. They start getting notice of intent to revoke. They got notice of intent to deny. Then they know that something has happening. Then they escape to India. These people.
Okay.
Or when they get prosecuted, though. They go and compromise with the USCIS. Well, we did a big, huge mistake. We are giving up all the things. They give up a lot of money to the USCIS that they earn through these H1Bs. They tell that they did fraudulent with all the employees. So all the H1Bs will be revoked for these employers.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the good ones also will be revoked. That's where the fight will come in. And these people need to contact the lawyers at that point of time. So definitely employers will be prosecuted. Will employees will be prosecuted? I've never seen them doing it. I don't think so they have any intention to do it. However, the employees are getting, there are employees who have filed multiple applications that went to stamping in India that will be barred forever coming into the United States.
Oh, wow.
There are a lot of employers who are trying to change from company A to company B to company C sometimes. Even though company B is a good company, company A is a fraudulent company. company C's H1B gets denied because company A filed multiple applications at the point of time. I've recently there are a couple of incidents in Boston and Chicago where the person got the stamping and they were trying to enter into the United States, and the CBP, Customs Border Protection people, have denied their entry and debarred them to ever come into the United States. People need to understand that by cooperating, it's called conspiracy. So if somebody is filing a fraudulent application and you cooperate with them, you give them the tools, you give them the tool in this one is the passport copy. Your date of birth, your name, you have given those things. That will be considered as a conspiracy to commit the crime. In this case, conspiracy to commit the, when the job is not there, you're fraudulently trying to obtain immigration benefit. It's a permanent bar for you to ever come into the United States. So we're noticing all these things. So if people have filed the multiple applications, if even in the year of fiscal year 2020, from 2020 to right now, definitely you need to contact a lawyer. Could there be any solution right now? First thing is that we are telling people not to file the H1B application right now. If your company is involved in any kind of collaboration, though, you need to stop filing the H1B with that company. That's the first thing that we are telling them. Could anything else be done? Maybe not, because damage has already been done right now. We have to just see if this guy is going to get hit or not. It's like rolling. What do you have? The Russian rolling, you know that?
Oh, yeah,
they put a gun,
one bullet.
One bullet, and then they roll, and then boom, okay, I am alive. Then I give the gun to you, and then you shoot. It's like that right now. Some of the people are getting shot, some of the people are not getting shot. It's more like Russian rolling. That's what it's going on right now for the people. So it's just a matter of time that it may get to all the people, or it may not. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. For the people who have filed H1Bs through this company, we have for sure seen the effect on them. At one day or another, they are going to get affected. If they have not filed, there is a chance that USCIS might not do anything. There is a chance. It's not a guarantee, there is a chance.
Now, sir, what about those employees for which multiple filings haven't been done, but they're employed by these companies still? Do they get any leeway, or, in terms of,
if let's say Srinivas Rao is there, if Srinivas Rao has never filed a multiple H1B applications, though,
right,
and he was working for this particular company called A company, A consulting company, and A company has done some other fraud, though, it may not affect him. It may not affect him, though. As long as the H1B that was filed genuinely for him, it may not affect him.
Okay, but if the company sort of ceases to exist, will that,
if the company ceases to exist, he would have already moved to a different company, right?
Okay. No, as a result of this prosecution is what I'm asking.
Right.
If they were to dissolve the company, or say you can't do business anymore, then what happens?
Good question. There was a case called Raj Kosuru. We had some issues with that. Where Raj Kosuru has filed thousands of H1B applications, and most of them are fraudulent applications. But there are some H1B applications he filed which were genuine applications. But this stupid guy, when he compromised, he said everything is fraud, and he signed the document to them.
Okay.
So, because that's how they get the, instead of going jail for 100 years, they'll go only for 6 months or 7 months and then get out. So we had fought those cases where the person was working for Raj Kosuru's company, and he was employed at the end client. The H1B was filed with the end client. And we fought those companies, and we said to the USCIS, this H1B should not be reported, and we have been successful in those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in case of such a thing, you recommend that they contact a lawyer, right?
Yes, they can fight for it. My case is true. Maybe the other cases are fraud. My case is true. So I should not be punished. I should not be revoked. And there is a precedent in USCIS in the I-140 in the district court where it says that even though a person is a third party in this case, because it's only the employer and the USCIS H1B, because beneficiary doesn't have it. Beneficiary can interfere if his interests are getting harmed he can interfere and interpret into the case and provide the evidence saying that he is true, everything is true in his case. The USCIS, the court allowed it, the USCIS normally allows it, but if they don't, we can always go to court and fight that.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay, caller with number ending in 9408. 9408. We're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 9408. Hello? All right, let's try another caller, Andy. Okay, caller with number ending in 1619. 1619, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Yes, I'm ready.
Hello, sir. Thank you for calling, Andy. Please go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead, Andy. Thank you, Andy. Ma'am, నాకు క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటేనండి ఈ వైఫ్ H1, నా స్పౌస్ H1, నేను H4, నేను H1. తను కంపెనీ పెట్టుకుని నేను ఆమెకి ద్వారా ఎంప్లాయ్ చేయటం, హౌ సేఫ్ ఇస్ దట్? అంటే అది అడుగుదామండి. అంటే రాహుల్ రెడ్డి గారు చెప్పారు వీ కెన్ డూ దట్ అని. ఎందుకంటే ఈ ఎంప్లాయర్స్ పే చెక్ రన్ చేయకపోవటం, విసిగేయటం ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయి కదా, అందుకని అడుగుతున్నానండి. Just to keep in my pocket.
So one thing, is she running a just for you? She's going to have a company, or is it going to be she's going to have a consulting company?
She's going to have a consulting company. If possible, we will try to market for you guys. Yeah, she's going to have a consulting company.
If it's possible, that's the word. That if she's going to only maintain one or two employees, it's not worth having a consulting company. For a consulting company, you need to have a office space, okay, real office space and it should be partially manned, okay. For all this expenditure, it's not worth if it's only one or two employees.
I get you, sir. I get you. Okay. Yeah. All the LLC fees, all this filing, okay, I get it. Maintain attorneys, I get you.
Yes, it's not worth. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Thank you for advice, sir.
Thank you.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Quick question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Venkat Gaddam. Says, what is the option for me to bring my spouse and add her to my pending 485 application? And my status is GCEAD and her visa is expired.
You can't bring her here on a H4 visa. You can't bring her here on a GCEAD. The best thing is that for you to apply for the H1B, get the H1B approval, go to India for stamping, get the H1B and H4 stamping and bring her here. And you can't add her to the application until your priority date is correct, though.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Until her priority date is current, you can add. So that's, since the priority date has gone back right now, you have to wait until the priority date is current.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay. Caller with number ending in 4321. 4321. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yes. Hi, guys.
Hi, sir. Thanks for calling.
Wanted to ask Ms. Reddy, if we hire your company to expedite 483 EAD, my situation is compelling situation is job loss and a 5-month-old baby. Do you think is that good enough to get?
Well, are we speaking of compelling circumstances EAD, or are we speaking about 485 EAD?
485 EAD, 485 already filed. It has been 6 months. And
okay, is this a first EAD application? Is this a first EAD application, or is it an extension?
First EAD you have to pull.
You can hire our law firm to do so. Yes, sir.
And you can get it expedited?
I cannot assure you. I want you to speak with Stephen Brown in our office. He will speak with you. But it's definitely worth for you to go to the court to get it expedited, though. It's not expedited. They're supposed to adjudicate the case in 60 days. You're not requesting an expedited. You don't need to show that your job loss and all those things. You don't need to show any of those things. Yeah, they will help, but
So for
technically don't need it. Yeah.
So 485, 683, EAD for 485, they should be doing in 60 days.
Yeah, 60 to 90 days they're supposed to do.
This is 6 months already, sir.
You already told me that. Yeah, that's definitely worth going to the court.
Yep. All right, sir. I'll call you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Before we take our next caller, Andy. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is from Sam. He says, I've applied for my H4 EAD with SSN application. Once I get my SSN, can I get the COVID relief package benefits from 2020 to 21 now, since I had ITIN that time?
I really don't know what that benefit is. Do you know what that benefit, COVID relief
I have
benefit
no
is?
idea, Andy.
Yeah, I don't know what that benefit is. So I can't comment on it.
And
I would,
looking
unless some immigration lawyer signs off on it, I would definitely recommend to stay away from it. I am not signing off on it right now.
Okay. And it looks like it was 2020 to 21. So
Right now we're in 2023.
I think it's a little too late for that, but yeah. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay, caller with number ending in 4469. 4469, we're ready for you now.
Hi, can
Hi,
you hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, Rahul Garu. Yeah, I have a question about my wife's 485 status. I'm a GC, like I got a GC with EB1A category, and I applied for my wife as a dependent on February. And it's been pending for last 5 months, and it's been in Missouri National Benefit Center. And I would like to know what is the current status of the GC now, because last year I got within like 3 months after my 485 steps. So
Yeah.
do you know any idea like how much time it's going to take?
Yeah, right now it may take a long time for her to get the green card. They're taking approximately 18 to 24 months nowadays. There is nothing you can do. Sometimes they do approve in 3 months. Sometimes they take a long time, and there is no relief that you're going to get in the court by going to court too, until it's pending for more than 18 months, and then the prior date should be current.
Okay, yeah. So because we just got the EAD last month, and it's not even the combo card; it's just an EAD. So it's been like multiple news on the internet. I was not sure like what's going on.
Your prior date is final action date is still current, is right, or is it backlogged though?
No, it's closed. Mine is like October 2021. Okay. Now it's the date is like February 22, right?
February
22.
Okay, that's good.
Around like.
Yeah, I got the point. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you just have to wait. There's nothing that can be done right now.
Oh, is it? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. We'll take our next caller.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, sir. Now, one new question from Uday Yadav. He says, can I apply for my son's F1 student visa while his H4 extension is pending?
Yes, he can.
Okay.
One thing I want to remind Nitya Garu is that we advised TVASIA and TVASIA that when the kid's age is 19, that's when we recommend people to apply for the student visa. Now I want to backtrack from that. You can apply when the kid is about 20 years age, depending on when the graduation is. Definitely don't go in the 4th year, just try to do in the 3rd year or early part of the 4th year also fine right now. The reason is that recently they introduced a premium processing for F1 visa.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it used to take 17, 18 months to get the F1 approved. So sometimes what happened if the children will get graduation, after graduation, you get an F1. I mean, you won't get an OPT or STEM extension. That's that used to create a big problem right now. So since the premium processing is there, I want people to avail the premium processing. So in this case, they can wait until until the kid H4 is approved, or they can file it right now. Either way, it's fine. But I just want to remind people to use the premium processing of the F1 visa.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's great news, actually. Okay, let's try a caller with number ending in 9408. 9408, we're ready for you now. Hello?
So what is the unmute number I need to press?
I can hear you, sir. You don't need to unmute anymore.
Okay. My question
ahead,
is, when I applied for my H1 green card renewal, what happened
H1 green card renewal. Well, I'm a bit confused.
Sorry. My bad. My green card renewal, what happened is they kept a medical RFE, but with medical RFE, I applied the documents, but the dates went back.
Wait. Are you speaking about green card renewal? There is no medical for green card renewal, Ravi.
No. I applied for green card, right? 485. When
So
I
you did
applied
not
for that.
Wait. So you applied for 485, not green card renewal. Okay. You applied for 485. Go ahead.
Yeah. They applied. They gave me RFE, but when I applied for that RFE, I
Responded
sent
to the
like
RFE?
56 days before.
Yeah, you responded to the RFE.
They sent me in June last year.
Okay, keep going, Ravi.
In June, when they applied for RFE, what happened is they pulled back and they couldn't give me green card last year. So what are my hopes right now? Because they pushed the dates back.
Right now, if they push the dates back, they are not going to give you the green card, Ravi. There is a lawsuit that is getting filed, but it's not, it's not tested. The lawsuit is not tested yet.
After I waited 10 years, mine is 2013 priority date. Now, there is nothing wrong. They gave me an RFE. Why they didn't assign a visa number to me?
Well, you don't have a right in USA that you can say, well, why did not they assign? I mean, I don't control them.
Because
I don't control
6
them.
months.
Yeah, Ravi, you're not the only person like that. There are approximately around 60,000 people like you are there.
And last year when I applied for my H1 extension, I went for my visa, but they kept what do you call the 221G. So I came back to this country without the visa. So next time, do you think it's good for me to apply for a new H1B and get stamping again?
I don't recommend to go for stamping.
I used my... Yes or no?
No, you don't need H1B, sir.
I already have EAD, but I'm thinking, is it a safe option or not? Employer is pushing me to go and get H1.
Ravi, myself, when I was in your situation, I have used the EAD instead of being on a non-immigrant status. So you can take a judgment call on what is best for you when the lawyer, immigration lawyer. And given a chance, if I am in the situation right now where I have to use the EAD or H1B, I am going to use the EAD. I'm going to let H1B go. But it's up to each individual option, okay?
Yeah, your advice has helped me in my future. Doing the right downgrade application, I am able to get EAD. Thank you for the help. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Ravi, for tuning in.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All the very best. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 1467. 1467, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, am I audible?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello?
Go ahead, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Hi, sir. Actually, my husband, he got laid off a week ago. He was in O1 visa. Like, we have also, we also applied for green card, got I-140 approved and received our EADs, but not AP. So actually now, like, he's looking for companies who sponsor the O1 visa. But, since, like, it takes a long time for petition and also he doesn't have any offer as of now.
You said you said you guys have an EAD right now.
Yes, sir. We have EAD. Yeah, we both
based
have.
Based on the adjustment of status.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. Why are you don't need a O1 visa. You're going in a wrong angle.
Okay.
Use the EAD.
So, like, is it Okay, is it the best approach to use EAD
Absolutely.
compared to O1?
Yeah. And O1 may be tough for you because you already filed an I-140 approval. You already got the I-140 approval. O1, they may not even approve because you got an I-140 approval. So I strongly recommend just use the EAD and apply for the jobs and get the job. And if you don't get any job, you may want to consult a lawyer because self-employment is also allowed on the adjustment of status EAD.
Okay, sir.
Let me ask you this question. In what category that your husband filed an I-140?
1A.
EB1A.
Oh, that's is it self-sponsored or is it sponsored by the, is it sponsored by an employee? Well, you don't need anything. Self-sponsored. You don't need anything. Self-employment is allowed on self-sponsorship. It's like this. You have a diamond in your pocket and you're looking for a piece of glass somewhere in the moon.
Okay, we just wanted an expert opinion. Okay,
Yes,
thank you, sir. I mean, this was a doubt.
Yeah. I want to explain.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for
thank you,
calling.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to elaborate. This is exactly where people need to tune into TvAsia, guys. This particular gentleman is a EB1A, self-sponsored, extraordinary ability in his particular field. And the USCIS has already approved that he's extraordinary and gave him the I-140 approval EAD. Poor gentleman is thinking of extending the O1, which actually O1 is a non-immigrant visa with a non-immigrant intent, unlike the H1B or L1. He may have a difficulty in getting, he has an EAD. He's a self-sponsored guy. He doesn't need anything. He just needs an EAD to continue working anywhere. So definitely people may be experts in other matters. When it comes to the things, when I get some health issues, when I do go to a doctor, I mean, I don't treat myself, believe me. So this particular gentleman is an expert, he's an extraordinary ability in himself, but he has everything within himself. He has an EAD, he can use it. He doesn't need an O1 visa. And this is the reason why we tell people until you get the green card, keep tuning into TvAsia.
All right, thank you, sir. Sir, before we take our next caller, one quick question. This is from Abhi B. Says, my wife has recently changed her last name. She had a visa on an old passport and 797 approval notice on the old name, but now she has a new passport with a new name. Can she come to the US since visa was on the old passport with the old name?
Absolutely, she can. No problem with it. Approximately around 1 billion women change their name in the world right now. So they do accept it. They do look into the things. And nowadays, everything is biometrics, eyes, fingerprints, and everything though. So when you come into, they will check, is she the right person or not? If by any chance, it's Sumati, and now you're bringing a different Sumati, you're going to be in trouble, buddy. But if it's the same Sumati and everything, you're fine. No problem with that.
Sir, do you recommend for such people just make sure they carry both passports?
Absolutely. Not only I recommend them to carry the passport, when I see them, I staple the passports at the back.
Okay.
So that they always go everywhere with the two passports. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay, caller with number ending in 9974. 9974, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir.
Hi, sir. Go ahead,
yeah,
sir.
I have a question to the sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, sir. I've been US for the past 6 years. I came to US in 2017. After that, I've never been to India. So now I'm planning to go to India. So it's the portal shows I'm eligible for that Dropbox. So will they create any problem? Will they ask any question why I'm not coming to last 6 years?
Right now you're going on a H1B visa stamping, is that right? Previously, is that right?
Yes, yes.
And previously
yes.
in 2017, what visa did you come in?
Yes, only. Okay.
I have never seen them asking this question though. I don't know why people get very bogged up about this. I haven't been to the country for 10 years. Will they ask question? No, they won't ask any such questions at all. H1B is a dual intent visa. That means that you can have an intention to settle in United States. They cannot deny based on that. So I don't see any problem at all.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, that's my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 4089. 4089, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi, Tegaru. Hi, Roy.
Hello,
Can you
sir.
hear me?
Thank you for calling, Andy. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes. Yeah, thanks for taking my call. So I think I have a very peculiar situation. So me and my wife and my daughter have got our green cards. However, though, my son still hasn't got his card yet. So right about the time when he was turning 14, we got green cards. They were like posted. But he was asked to come for the fingerprints. And that was done around in December, and we've been waiting ever since. So not sure, is it something I need to worry about, or is it something that's normal?
So did he got the green card approved and did not receive the card?
That's correct. Yeah, he got the green card approved, but we're still waiting on the physical card to come by post. And
Not a problem. You can even make an InfoPass appointment if your son has any plans of traveling. They will stamp it in the passport saying that he has a green card, and you can use that as a green card too.
Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of worried because it was in December and it's been more than 6 months. Is it something to worry about? That was
If you can also do something else, you can file something called I-90 online. Okay, you don't have to go through a lawyer. You can say that I didn't receive the green card, and they will still they may, depending on, because he's turned 14, they may ask you to pay the money, which I don't think so you will mind that much. You can go to that also by going through I-90, or you can go to InfoPass appointment, get a stamping in the passport. I would do one of those, either of those things. Okay.
All right, Rahul. Thank you so much. That kind of
because with 6 months going on, I would do either of those things. You got it? Okay. We'll go to the next person.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right. Let's take our next caller. Thank you. Okay. Caller with number ending in 4321. 4321. We're ready for you now.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call, guys. Just have a quick question, sir. So if 485 applied, has been 6 months already, I might be getting laid off, but it has been 6 months already since 485 has been applied. If I don't get another H1 in 60 days, and if I do not have an EAD, is there a max period by which I become illegal?
Definitely you're not illegal though. You filed a 484, 485 is still pending though. There are still some creative options for you though. Let's say the company doesn't want to file the H1B to employ you, okay? But what if the company has an offer for you, employment offer for you, okay?
Okay.
And then they still don't want to file the H1B, and they can't employ you because you don't have any EAD. That still is fine for you, legally speaking about.
Okay.
You get the point exactly?
Got it, sir.
Are you understanding it? The deep meaning of what I said?
Having a job offer is more important than actually working.
Absolutely. You nailed it. You nailed it. That's exactly what we needed. Having a job offer is important. The whole green card premises is job offer, not job. Job offer. You really got the point. So getting a job offer is important.
So there is no period with which I have to get a job, even if I get EAD after 4 months. As long as I have a job offer, it's okay. And I'll not be violating any laws.
I would, let's back up a little bit on that. I want to use this job offer only if I needed to, okay? You get the point?
Okay. Sure.
So as much as possible, I would like to get on the job. Because in this situation where you don't have the H1B, they don't want to file the H1B, you don't have any EAD, it's good. But can you just rely on that forever? For the next 5 years, you just have a job offer, but you don't do any job in that thing, you'll be risking yourself. For sure, I can tell that. Okay?
No, of course, trying the best to get a job. It's just getting a job. If it takes longer than 2 to 3 months, it is okay as long as I have some job offer.
I think so. You got the idea what I want to do. Explain.
All right.
Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Okay, let's take our next caller. Okay, caller number ending in 7238. 7238, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please
Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, hello, sir. Hello, Nitika. Hello, sir. So I have a question on my current H1B. I mean, I'm currently working on L1B status for an employer, but unfortunately my H1 has not been picked even this year. So we're just waiting for second lottery or something. But my current status would end next July. Before the next cap start date.
July 2024.
So what are my chances? Right. What are my chances to continue, like in states? Like, can I go for F1 while I was working in L1?
Yeah, but that's an option that you can consider. First thing is that we are expecting another lottery this year. Okay, hopefully so you'll get it. But if not, yeah, you can file a F1 right now. That's one option. You have a B2 option. That's an option available. I don't know if you have a L2 or H4 option. Most probably you don't. Is that right?
No.
No, okay. F1 or B2 is also an option that you can consider between the July and October part of it.
Okay. So the question here is right. While I was working on L1B for 40 hours, like a full-time job, can I also go for a college with F1 status both simultaneously? Like?
You cannot have F1 and L1B status at the same time. But to answer your question, can you go to college while you are on L1B? The option is yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah, that should answer my question. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Okay. Caller with number ending in 4430. 4430, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Thank you for calling.
Can you hear me? Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Rahul Garu. Rahul Garu and Nikhil Garu. Thank you. I have a question, sir. And currently I'm with employer A on H1B. I got I-140 and 6 months, 180 days of a time period got completed. And I'm also with the employer B with a concurrent H1B. So now, because of some issues with the employer A, I am moving to employer B. So my employer is trying to not to pay the amount which I was supposed to get from him. So and what are the chances if I want to move to employer B, if I change my LCA, is that going to be a right thing, or do I need to take another employer? How does it work in this case, sir?
If you want to move to employer A is the primary employer, employer B is a secondary concurrent employer. If you want to move to company B on a primary though, the concurrent employer has to file an amended H1B application.
Amended H1B, not the LCA change?
Not just LCA, the amended H1B. You already have a H1B, but the H1B said that you're going to be working with company A, you're going to be concurrently working with company B. It doesn't say that you will be the primary, company B will be the primary employer. So we recommend company B filing an amendment saying that they will be the primary employer.
So amendment, what about LCA, sir? LCA and amendment both has to be applied?
Yeah, both has to be applied. LCA doesn't make any sense. I mean, just filing LCA doesn't make any sense. LCA and H1B.
Okay, amendment. So that means again filing a new. That means it's like a filing a new H1B. I mean, when you say amendment means.
Amendment means just the filing fees is a little bit lower. That's all. It's about $450 or so.
Okay, got you, sir. Thank you. And just in case if my employer doesn't pay or provide me the experience letter, and what happens just in case if I go with the employer B to become as a primary employer, and if they want to apply I-140 for me, and what about the experience letters? If they don't give the experience letter, how does it work, sir?
Okay, first of all, let's say, for example, how many years of experience do you have?
8 years.
How many with this
In
company
US.
A that you're living? How many with this company A?
Company A 9 months recently, totally.
9 months, only 9 months.
Yes, please. Correct.
You
9
won't.
months.
You won't need that experience letter. It's very long to explain, but you don't need that experience letter of 9 months. Anywhere
Does it
you don't
affect
need it.
any of the?
None,
Okay,
zero,
sir.
zip.
Okay.
I don't know the people in India. They are very respectful about this experience. We don't care about experience letters here in USA. Okay, we need it for I-140 purposes, for some technical purposes, but not every employer need to be given experience letters. Okay.
Okay. Just in case if the employer doesn't pay my amount, so what is that case, and how can I make sure of that?
If the employer does
to
not
get
pay
that-
you the salary, then you can file something called WH4 form. I am going to try to put that thing out here, the link for it, but I don't know, sometimes the links don't go, it went through. I put a link out there in the YouTube chat. You can get that link, WH4 form, send it to the company. After you change to company B, send it to the company, ask, hey, give me my money, and if they don't give the money, send it to the Department of Labor, okay?
Sure, sir. Another thing, I got the soft copy of I-140 from the company A employer. Is that going to be enough for me to go ahead with the company
You
B?
would never need a original I-140 approval copy. You never need it, okay? Soft copy is good enough.
Cool, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I'm
Thank
good.
you, sir.
Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
so much for
Thanks for your
calling in.
time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Rahul, sir, one quick question for you, Andy. This is from Priyank Shah. Says, how can I come to know in what category my GC was filed?
The
If I have to go
I-140,
for interviews?
the I-140 has the approval, has the EB3 or EB2. It's put in a code, but if you just Google that one, it will tell you whether it's a EB2 or EB3, though. It will tell it. Now, when he goes for the interview, though, it doesn't matter whether it's a EB2 or EB3.
Yeah. That's
For the
what I
new
think.
company, let's say if he's moving from company A to company B, it doesn't matter. They just need an I-140 approval. Whether it's a EB2 or EB3 won't matter for them, because his 6 years is ending. He's only using that to get the more than 6 years of H1B. It won't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been easier had it been it's EB3 or EB2 or EB, and they make it very tough to make it understand the code there, which is written there. Most of the people understand it. Some of the people don't. But it's not EB2 and EB3. That's where I would prefer if I'm a USCIS director. But they don't give it that way. You just have to Google it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, folks. I know we have a few more callers that are coming in, and plus some more questions on the live chat as well. But unfortunately, as always, good thing has to always come to an end. We're always out of time. And it's the same case this week as well. Rahul Garu, first of all, thank you so much for taking time out on Father's Day and spending it with us and our viewers and helping them on such a great day. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for tuning in.
And to all our viewers, we'll be back same time, same place next week. Guys, according to what Rahul Garu said, it's easier if you guys call, because any follow-up questions or any minor details that you may have missed out on the live chat, you can answer it while you're on the live call itself. So please make the effort and call us so we can answer all of your questions completely. Okay. Thank you so much again to all of you. Have a wonderful week. We will see you all next week. Same place, same time. Bye.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సరదాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్ మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
Download AHA now.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్, $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్ట్లు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం వడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ.